I'm Allegra Jordan, and in this Tools for Tough Times, we're going to talk about competence. Competence is doing the job that needs to be done. That's it. I'm going to say it again. Doing the job that needs to be done. Now, you're in a pandemic. I'm in a pandemic. I'm in a household, and my job right now is to help myself, my team, my community do the job that needs to be done, which is to get healthy. One tool that helps us and also hurts us is a label. So I have from my workshop a number of pieces of hardware that I've labeled. I now have a label maker. I love it. And labels work very well if you know what you're looking at and if you accurately label it. With humans, though, labels can get in the way because humans, unlike hinges or bolts, humans change. And the things that served us 5 to 10 years ago no longer serve us well. And in fact, they can keep us from being incompetent. They can keep us, that vision of ourselves can help us not understand what is the job that needs to be done. So I'm going to show you a different tool in my toolbox, and it's one I also love. It's my trash can. And my trash can right now is empty. I just took it out. My trash can says peace. When I know the job that needs to be done and I have the right tool for it and the right learning for it and the right mindset for it, the right heart for it, then I can have peace that I don't need all those other tools. So what are some things that don't serve me well right now? Well, one of them is fancy degrees. So here's one of my fancy degrees. Here's another of my fancy degrees. And I put that in, put that in the trash. It won't, I put that here for a dramatic reason. Because if I walk into my family or into any challenge right now with these labels, I will get further away from a solution than closer to the solution, because those are not the right tools for right now. Maybe some of the people I learned can help. Maybe some of the education I have can help. But those are not the right tools for what I need to do. And if you're walking into a heated discussion these days with a colleague, a family member, and you have this sense of labels on you, you need to ask yourselves, why am I bringing this label to the table? How is it serving me? Is it helping me to be competent, which is to do the job that needs to be done, not to show my ego, not to rest on some past accomplishment, not to root my identity in something that is really not helpful right now, because what needs to be done is what makes me competent. So I'll show you one tool, one label that helps me be competent right now. I am a woman in North Carolina who has a picture of 2 nuns celebrating in front of 11 tons of poop. I am a woman who cherishes this photo. What's the payoff for me? These women who I met in Uganda one time are great teachers. They believed and have an idea that if they are to create a model community where they invite people who have been marginalized into, they will be able to create a new idea of what hope is in their part of Africa. They will show what flourishing is. They will show what health is, because they'll have a healthy garden. They will be able to show what good governance is. And some of the people that they work with will never have known that. And so they are planting seeds, literally and metaphorically, of what a thriving community looks like in a place that's very broken. And what they've taught me is that every step of the way in building this community is a place of great joy. In fact, I have very few times met people as alive as I have when I was visiting them. And as you see right now, they're smiling and laughing. What right do they have to laugh? Well, ask them. You know, it's a label that that they give themselves. I have permission to laugh. That's a great label to be with, especially if the job that needs to be done is one of resilience, one that requires resilience. They have it. They have joy. While we're thinking about what needs to be done, ask yourself, does this label that I'm putting on myself, that I'm bringing to this discussion, whatever the task is that label helpful? And if it's not, throw it away. And if it is, cherish it. I wish you well during this time. It's really hard, but we can find joy when we accurately understand ourselves and know what we're looking at and are focused on doing the job that needs to be done. I wish you competence.